Hey guys, Dan here from Sterling Self Defense and Badger in his new gaming chair. So nice for him. And I'm back to the other chair. All right. I'll start off the video on a higher note. Okay. A while ago, someone recommended the new backstop. I've been using it. Works out great. The new Archery material. I couldn't remember their name, so I asked them to put a comment under so I can give them credit for it. They said they tried to put a comment up, but it wouldn't go up for some reason. I don't know if that's just her. I've heard that from some other people. I don't know what's going on with that. But if it doesn't go up, try it again or try another video. But her name is Monica. I'll put it up. Monica Bryan. That was it. Sorry. Terrible name. Terrible head for names. But good, great material. I've been shooting it since, I don't know, July. I don't have a hole through it yet. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's a backstop for archery. It's to put behind your target so it catches the arrows and stops them from keep going. But it works great. 215 joules is not penetrating it. You got to leave slack, of course, so it absorbs properly. But I'll put up a link to the Amazon. Well, I'll put up what it is on Amazon. I won't put the link, but you can go to Amazon and get it. It's $49 for like a 5-foot by 3-foot piece. I actually cut it down, so I have 2 pieces. But this one has lasted me months, and it's still going. By now, I would have went through at least 2 ballistic nylons and 2 Kevlars. And I'm still using the same one. Stuff works great. Thank you, Monica. Great find. Appreciate it. That's what the community used to be, is people finding new cool stuff and sharing it with everybody else. Unfortunately, it's not like that anymore. Now it's just, who's going to make money off what? And it's just disgusting. Yeah, I put up a video the other day about the Pistelli. They're starting to blow up, a lot of them. You can see the expansion there. And not just me, a bunch of other people it's happening to. And just CO2 stock ones, has nothing to do with modifications or upgrades. It's just a very super thin wall and dangerous. Now, in the old days, this would have been all over the community, every groups, everyone would be talking about it. No one's talking about it. Because all these guys are selling stuff, like Pistellis and stuff for Pistellis, and they don't want it to affect their sales. Which is disgusting. This is unbelievable. And everybody share that video all over the place, because now, even more so. Now, I used to be in like 40 or 50 less lethal groups, and they've been blocking me slowly but surely, but all of them. And this week, they just blocked a bunch more because they don't want people to know the truth. And I'm getting emails from all these guys, hey, man, you're killing our sales, and people aren't going to buy them. We're going to be stuck with all this stuff. Hey, that's business, man. This is dangerous. This could kill somebody. Is your little profit on this worth somebody's life? It's sickening. Hey, I got tons of all this stuff, man. Millions. I spent millions on this. You don't see me freaking complaining. Come on. It is what it is. You see something dangerous, you put it out there, and it gets pressure on the companies to fix the problem. You don't hide it. Like MCS, every time they get a complaint about the bolts, the Gen 2 bolts, he's had to warranty hundreds of them and tries not to every time. Got another bolt problem here. Nobody talks about it. I'm the only one talking about it because everybody's worried about their sales. And I've been around before all these freaking idiots. And I just got an email today, again, that Glenn Cunty guy, one of his customers. I'll put the email up. Guy's asking me to now fix a marker he bought off this guy because this guy won't return his phone calls. And it's warranty. It's a brand new marker. He sold the guy, and less lethal ballistics, Glenn Conti, won't even take his phone calls. It's not just him. It's all these guys, man. You sell a product, you have to warranty it. Do I like warrantying products? No, I don't. But it goes back to us, and then it goes back to the company we bought it off. Unfortunately, MCS and NX Works, they don't warranty anything either. These are shit companies. And, they think because they got this one mark, there's 100 markers coming out very soon, all over the place, to blow this away. They're trying to capitalize now because they know that. They don't want to do warranties. They don't want to lose money. They're just capitalizing on right now that everybody wants this certain marker before all the other ones come out. and they don't want to lose money. That's not a way to run a business. That's ridiculous. And I wonder what the company who actually makes these think about what these guys are doing them, because NX Works doesn't make these. This design didn't come from them. It came from another company in China. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get in touch with them. But they're not warranty. Nobody's taking care of their customers. It's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And it's just disgusting. It didn't used to be like that. You know, I sold the FSCs for years, tried and true, and they were just for paintball. And what we did basically voided the warranty on those, but First Strike was always right on top. Took care of anything we need. They were great because they're a real company. These other guys are just ridiculous. But hey, man, you guys selling stuff out there. If you got something dangerous, take it down. If you get stuck with it, you get stuck with it. You know, don't sell it. Is it really worth it? You know, getting sued and losing everything over it? Because one of these are going to blow up in somebody's face, and they're going to go after you. And that little bit of money you made on that really isn't going to be worth it. But it's dangerous, and it shouldn't be done. But everyone should be talking about it. No one is. All they do is kick me out of more and more groups, and no one else is talking about it. This is a huge, major thing. All these Pistelli groups, I got kicked out of all of them. So people don't see the problem. But it didn't used to be like that. And, you know, all the guys that run these groups got to realize these Facebook groups that are all talking shit about me or whatever, they're all captured, and the guys running these groups are selling you shit. That's all it's about. And if you know, there's guys that bring up my name and they get attacked by 20 different people in the group. It's not 20 different people in the group. It's the moderator with a bunch of fake profiles. That's what happens. These are all captured groups used for sales. You know, they used to be real, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. They were true groups where we talked back and forth, found new things, and you knew all the people in the groups. Now it's just fake profiles of people who run the groups and they're selling stuff. So new guys go on there and they ask questions, and they think they're just talking to people that have bought from these people, and they're not. They're talking to the people that are selling. And they're like, yeah, I bought all Blow, Joe Smo, whatever. He's great warranty. I had a problem. He took care of it, no problem. They're great. You're not talking to that guy. That guy didn't buy nothing. That's a fake profile of the person trying to sell you something. So know that. All the Facebook groups are now, and well, there's maybe a handful of ones left that aren't. Anyone you see me in, that one's okay. Otherwise, they would have kicked me out. Oh, hold on. I might have a delivery here. Oh, guys, shut up. There's nobody here. Oh, my propane delivery. I'm right in the middle of a rant, and I got a propane delivery. I got it, guys. Thank you. You're a doorbell. All right. Let me take care of this delivery, and I'll try to remember where I was at in my rant. Sorry. All right, guys, I'm back. I don't even know where I left off. But I just got a message. By the way, people call me 24 hours a day. Guys, business hours, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You know, I did it for years, help people on the weekends, nice. There's only so many hours in a day. You know, I get 100 phone calls a day. People need help. Yeah, sure, I have no problem helping people. But there's only so many hours. I just can't do it. And I need, days off. I don't get days off ever. But I can't take any more calls in a weekend. I got to catch up on stuff. I got literally people send me their markers they buy from other idiots, which I'm not doing anymore. I can't fix people's markers anymore. It's another thing. Sorry, guys, I can't. There's just too many. I have 125 markers sitting here. And then people are like, oh, you have my marker forever now. When's it get... One guy, man. I don't even want to be working on markers. I lose money half the time working on markers. But I don't mind doing it, but it's too many. Take an average marker I have to fix, I spend an hour on. I have 125 markers in here right now. That's 125 hours. Where am I going to find 125 hours? I'm already doing like 16, 18 hours a day here. There's not time. So, but guys, I recommend learning these. None of these are hard. There's none about any marker made today that's anything difficult. I know it's intimidating, but there's tons of videos out there. Apparently, it's not in Pistelle. Nobody knows. All these guys don't even seem to know how it works. It's very simple. Guys, take it apart. Take pictures. Take your phone. Take pictures so you know where everything goes. Learn how it works, and you will learn how to fix it. It's a very simple design. The Pistelli, and it's got a valve in there nobody talks about because nobody knows about. There's a one-way valve in between the CO2 section and the upper. That's why you get even efficiency. The gun that I designed had the same thing before someone was ever here. That's how you get efficiency, is by having a valve that only lets pressure go one way and at a certain pressure. That's why all your shots are more even. Other markers that don't have that, you know, you get your pressure dropping down in the CO2 chamber when it gets cold. When it gets cold, that's your pressure drops. It's relative with CO2. That's why HVA is better, because it's always the same, not dependent. And HVA doesn't go up in pressure. And this problem they're having with exploding, it's not from everyone's, it's because of HVA. No, it's from CO2. And especially if guys leave them in the car, leave them charged. Don't ever do that. Don't even there's no reason to leave these charged. Charge them when you need them. They're a quick pierce. There's no reason to charge them otherwise. Because you stick this in the car, you're 1,500 PSI in there, 1,800 PSI on a really hot day in California. It's 160 degrees in the car. I'd have to do the math, but that's well over 1,500. Stop, guys. There's nobody here. Stop it. Stop it. All right. So just don't leave them charged. And if you do see that bulging happen, stop, Badger. Stop it. If you see that bulging, immediately stop using it. Once it starts, where is it? Once it starts bulging, it's now weaker than it was in the beginning. It will explode at some point. And I just got a guy who sent me an email today, just read that. He let MCS know about it, and he's looking into warranty. And MCS is going, change the bolt. Changing the bolt will fix this. I'll put up the email. How would changing the bolt fix the air chamber about to explode? It makes no sense whatsoever. But the only problem he knows about is the Gen 2 bolt problem, which a lot of people are having. Dog, stop it. And, here, I got this guy sent this in to me today. And here's his marker right here. Here's your marker, guy. Here's your number. It's a Gen 2 25. He put some kind of, sticky stuff on I didn't take it off, but I left it on there. This is a carry mod, so I'm going to load it up and fire it. This HID mod that I took off of that gun. You'll see what happens. Get! All right, so load it up. 8 gram convert joules. We're pressurized. Bang, 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 bang. Works perfectly. No video changing, no nothing. I just got to grab another CO2. Jump out of CO2s again. Another 100 pack needs to be opened up. The amount of CO2s I go through is unbelievable. Yes, guys, and I'm still taking numbers for the video, for the giveaway. And it's not getting higher. I'm not putting new CO2s in there. Come on, for the love of God, just open. Just Amazon regular CO2. I just hit my head. Put new screens up, trying to get a little more productive, and I just keep running into them. All right, I'm going to take the mod off. Once again, I don't know why he put this stuff on there. But he put something on the threads because he's like, it's leaking in the back. You see, it is not leaking. These are his O-rings. Pull the trigger and finish her off. Remember, guys, you always got to pull that trigger, otherwise you won't get it all the way on. New box CO2. Now this is on all the way. There we go. Now it leaked a little bit, and now it's working. But intermittently fails. It'll get a leak in the back here, but it's not leaking now. And now it's working perfectly. But when the bolt starts failing up here, that's what happens. And I was hoping it was going to do it again this time. Of course, it did it off camera. I'll try it again, waste another CO2. See if it happens again. But the problem with these new Gen 2 bolts, they start going, they get worse and worse and worse, and they start leaking out of the back. I still haven't figured out why, but it's weird that the O-rings are fine. It'll leak out of the back here, but you take it off, put it in there, works fine. Any other marker works fine. But in this bolt, it'll intermittently keep leaking out of the back. But it seems like there's something wrong with the mod when there's not. You see, and the O-rings are fine. There's nothing wrong with the O-rings. But you would think it was an O-ring problem, I meant to say. We send the CO2 to see if it happens. First test, it was leaking, pouring right out of the back. Of course. Took it apart, nothing wrong with the O-rings. And, see if it does it again. Hey, there you go. No difference from what I did before. And now, see, leaking out of the back. Now, that's not the mod, that's not the O-rings. It's the bolt position. But see it leaking? And it didn't leak right. Thank God it did this time. Otherwise, it would have looked like an idiot. But this happens to people when the bolt starts going, and they never believe me. They're like, no, it's got to be your mod, because, no, it wasn't doing it before. It'll do it, then not do it, then it'll do it all the time. But it's super weird that, you would think it's an O-ring if it's leaking out of the back. But you just saw that it didn't. But anyway, that's the point. That's what starts happening when the bolt starts going. You'll get leaking out of the back. And as it gets work, you'll get leaking out of the front and the back. And MCS knows this. I don't know if I talked about it in the other one. But the guy emailed him, I'm having this problem with the bulge. It's about to, it's going to explode. He mentioned my video. And he pretends I don't know who I am. Every time people bring up my name to MCS, he goes, I've never heard of him. Which is ludicrous because he's been selling to me for years. But anyway, it's funny. He's like, no, you just change out your bolt and you're fine. And the guy sent him a video showing the bolts. I'll put the emails up again if I didn't put them up before. But unbelievable. He says change the bolt. How would changing the bolt fix this? You put a new bolt in. Now this is still going to explode in your face. It's crazy. And a lot of guys are telling, they're coming up with ideas. Oh, well, can you make something to reinforce this and make it stronger? No, you can't at this point. It's done. And, well, can you make a new upper? The upper is the entire marker. Let me show you the inside of a Pistelle. I know I got one laying over here. All right. This regulator, everything, is in the upper. It's all one piece. How many times somebody hit my head on that? I should have put it down farther. Oh, well. But this is the whole cell. The lower is just a lower plastic. This is the whole marker right here. So it's not like you can just change an upper like an FSC. An FSC, where's one? Is separated from the regular, all the parts. So you could just change this, and that would solve the problem with an FSC. But FSCs never had that problem because they have nice... I would still like them to be thicker, but I've never had a problem with these walls. They're much thicker than these. But I'm shooting 250 joules in an FSC, and no problem. This one, I'm assuming even the Gen 2s are the same as the Gen 1. This is a Gen 1. But they're all one piece, so... People are like, oh, can you just make me a new upper? It's the whole marker. It's not just an upper. It's the regulator and everything. The valve's in here. That's the valve that goes through here that stops it from going, isolates the chamber from below. So these things should all be warranted. And that one guy wants to send his marker into me that the Glenn Cunty guy is not paying for his warranties. I can't take any more markers in to fix them. Just go over his head to MCS and tell him, because he bought from MCS, and tell him Glenn is not covering my warranties. When I have the email, the messages, Glenn telling KT Tran that he would handle all the warranties, and now he is not. He's not handling anything. He's just screwing over his customers. So, guy, just call your bank. They're both going to screw you anyway. Whatever. Call your bank, get your money back. Tell them that you bought this marker. It's brand new. It's not working. And get your money back. Because it's brand new. It's not working. I'll put the email up of what he said. I haven't seen the problem he says he's having. I don't know. It's probably the Gen 2 ball problem. It's probably what it is. I wouldn't be sure unless I saw it myself. But there's no way you should have to pay somebody to fix it anyway. It's a warranty problem. You just bought it. It's brand new. It doesn't work. Go to your credit card company if he won't do it. If he's not, as you said, he's not returning your phone calls, call your credit card company, tell them exactly what you told me, and they will give you your money back, and they will take the money from him. That's the way it works. So yeah, sorry about all this, guys. I just, this is a video of just a bunch of shitty bullshit. This is why I don't want to do this anymore and getting out of it, You got all these freaking guys jumping in less lethal, thinking they're going to make millions, and there's not the money in there they think, so they start scamming people, I do this for fun, not for the money. I ran a heating and air conditioning company for over 30 years and retired, making 7 figures plus, a good 7 figures a year. And when I retired, I did not sell my company because it was also my name. I didn't want some other company dragging down my name. I could have sold my company for millions. I didn't. So that also means at any point, I can go right back into business, making 7 figures, no problem. And there's a lot better money in HVAC now than there was when I retired. But my whole point is I'm retired. I don't want to work. And I'm working more now than I was working then. So I don't want to do that either. So I just like making stuff. That's why I do this. And this was fun. It's becoming to not be fun anymore. This is back when the community was a good community and we policed our own. Someone scammed somebody, we'd all call them out. Everyone in the groups, call them out. Get them to do the right thing. That's back when everyone helped each other. It's not like that anymore. Now it's a bunch of guys just trying to sell shit. And the guys all stick together, all these sales guys with their YouTube channels, they all stick together and they push each other's products. And they get each other's back. When a customer has a problem and they want a warranty or whatever, all the other guys gang up on them. It's so wrong. It's not a community. That's bullshit. You got to fight back. And I get these people all the time, yeah, but, I said something in one of the groups and they all attacked me and they threw me out of the group. Don't join that group. Join a real group, another group, and tell them what they did to you in that group. I know it's hard to find a group, but I'm down to I think it's 5 groups I'm still a part of that didn't block me. So find any group that I'm involved in, and you're okay. And that Noob for Gun guy, stay away from his groups. I feel bad. He started these groups, and I helped him. I put videos on there, and I told people to go on there because I thought he was a good guy, which he was a good guy, but then he gave access to some new guy who was just taking control of the group and blocking people that you don't like and doing stupid shit like that. So stay away from his group. His group is now a captured group. It's ridiculous. These are just sales groups is all they are now. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Especially a group that's a name of a company. Don't join a group that's a name of a freaking company. That right there, that would tell you. And, and like Kemper, dummies for dummy, dumbest guy in the freaking planet. He runs a bunch of the groups, and he put up, I'll see if I can find the things where he said in the group, people, we don't mention names, Sterling or anyone else he doesn't like. We don't bring those names up in this group. He throws people out of his groups for even mentioning my name because he hates me. Because he's a retard and has no idea what he's doing. Guys, throw spaghetti at the wall and waits to see what sticks. But, you don't want to be a part of a group like that. That's going to throw you out for just voicing your opinion. They're supposed to be public groups. They're private public groups, so it's for the public. Not to sell your dog shit. Everybody's just trying to sell something. That's all the groups are about. And Kemper, don't say he's been taking money from all these guys to put the rounds up for years. And, well, I'm going to, right before I get out of this, which is going to be soon at some point, I'm going to do a video on the whole history of Less Lethal. And tell you guys how it started, who did what, when what happened. It's going to be a long one. I'll do it in a series. But, from when I started, back in the day. And from when it was then to what it was now is not the same thing. It's all about making money and scamming people. It's freaking ridiculous. And I'm sick of doing videos where I have to talk about dumb shit like this. I was like, Sterling likes the few. I don't even want to talk to anybody, dude. I don't want to bother nobody. I like doing my videos, showing people new stuff out, whatever. I don't want to talk to anybody, bother anybody. I don't give a shit about it, people's drama. I don't want to get involved. I just call people out when they lie and they put people's lives in danger. That's it. Don't do those things, and you'll never fucking hear me say anything about you. It ain't freaking hard. There's plenty of guys, oh, Sterling hates competition. Oh, I want competition. I want tons of competition, so I don't have 900 freaking orders backed up. I have 900 orders backed up right freaking now. I have 125 markers in here right now. I don't want any of that. I want good competition that's not out to screw people. Please, take business from me. I don't want it. Look at my website. I keep it a disaster just so it scares people off. I'm not trying to get more business. I'm trying to get less freaking business. A ton of other things I'd rather be doing. It ain't about the money. I'll spend $100,000 in one night online gambling and not even give a fuck. It's not about money. It has nothing to do with that. I have no time to mess with my PCPs. I should be out there shooting that beauty every day. Or that one, or many of the ones I got. I have no time to do it because of all this shit. So please, guys, good guys. There are some good guys out, not many, jeez. But just do the right thing. Don't screw people and don't lie to people. It ain't hard. It ain't freaking hard. And learn what the hell you're doing. All right, guys. Sorry about the shitty rant on a Saturday. If it's even Saturday. I don't even know what day it is half the time. But that is it. And guy that sent that marker in, yeah. It's a bolt problem. Intermittent, it's going to get worse and worse. When it does leak, if you want it to get stop working in, you got to reset. Take that bolt out, move it around, reset it. You'll maybe get it working once or twice. But you need to contact who you got it from, get the bolt changed, and go from there. All right, and the bulging problem, there's no way to fix it. Guy keeps saying, well, can't you do this? No, there's none happen. The metal's fractured. There's none you can do. Yeah. It's possible in aluminum welding, you can have it welded, but that's going to cook it's going to cause other problems. You have to take it all apart, take all the O-rings out because it heats it up too much, but that would be the only way of fixing it. Stripping everything out of the upper and having it aluminum welded inside the air chamber. Taking down the outside also, taking off all that part that's breaking off on that one, and then having that aluminum welded and all repainted. But it'd be a ridiculous amount of money. It would cost more than the marker cost to do all those things I'm talking about, which is basically the point. That should be warranted. That's a structural failure. Even if they're Gen 1s, they're still not that old. If you were driving a car and you only had it for a year and the frame just cracked in half, it would be warranted. So put pressure on the people you bought from to do the right thing. But they're dangerous. And spread the word, guys, because these guys won't. And ask these guys with all YouTube channels, how come you're not talking about the elephant in the room, the 12 elephants in the room? The Pistelli uppers are going to explode. Major freaking problem. And why are you not talking about it? If this is a group here for the community, why aren't you talking about it? And how come you don't bring up the guy's name that's been there longer than any of you guys and that found this problem? I wonder. All right, guys, stay safe and have a good weekend.